Hello and welcome aboard. Welcome to Lighten Up Cooking, where I take a traditional dish, lighten it up by decreasing sugar, carbohydrates, salt, or fat without sacrificing taste. Today I'm going to lighten up stuffed bell peppers. I have my dish that I have sprayed with cooking spray, and I have 3 bell peppers that I have cut in half. I'm using the red and the yellow peppers. Of course, you can use whatever peppers you choose to. I tend to stay away from the green ones because they don't, in my opinion, don't digest well. But you can use whatever peppers you like. Okay, I'm going to put my peppers aside. I also remove seeds and membrane. Need to say that. Okay. Now in my skillet, I have about 3/4 of a pound of ground turkey mixed with about a teaspoon of olive oil. I have cooked and browned the ground turkey along with 1/4 of a cup of chopped onions and 2 chopped garlic cloves. Okay, now you can use whatever meat you choose to. If you choose ground turkey, I like the 85-15% ratio. But you can use whatever you like. You can use ground chicken. You could use ground beef if you prefer that. Okay. So to my browned meat, instead of rice, I'm going to substitute, and you guessed it, cauliflower rice. So I'm going to add a cup of frozen cauliflower rice that has thawed to my pan. I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit. Yeah, I think a cup is enough. You could add a little bit more, depends on what you like. Let that cook down. And then I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm using about a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of the salt-free table blend that I get from Aldi. It's real good. Using 2 tablespoons of that. But you can use whatever seasonings you like. Don't be afraid to try different seasonings because it makes a difference in how the flavor of your food. This is a good one, but I'm not using this one. This is Cavendish Greek All-Purpose. That's a good one if you haven't tried it. Okay. So I'm going to add my seasonings to my meat mixture. And stir that around. Right, now I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of tomato sauce. A little bit more, maybe a 1/2 of a cup. You have to kind of eyeball it. And if you would like to, add any other vegetables, you could do that. You could put some chopped mushrooms. You could add some corn. Corn would increase the carbs a little bit though. You could do green peas. I'm gonna put just a little bit more, maybe 3/4 cups total. All right. And I think I'm gonna add about 1/4 of a cup of water to that. Okay, now we're gonna let this cook down. For about 5 to 6 minutes. And then we're gonna stuff our peppers. This is what my stuffing looks like. Okay. So we're just gonna fill each cup with as much as it will hold. A couple of them don't want to act right. They don't want to stand up properly. Probably didn't cut them quite right. Okay, so I have a cup of cheese. I'm using 1/2 of cheddar, and I'm using 1/2 of plant-based cheese. And I'm using this plant-based, Kyle. I think that's how you pronounce it. Plant-based, Mexican style blend. Okay, so I'm using 1/2 and 1/2. So we're just gonna put a little bit of the cheese on top of each pepper. If I can get this one to act right. Okay. Now I'm going to take some foil. I have preheated my oven to 350. I'm going to cover it with foil. I'm going to bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour until it gets the peppers at the tenderness that I like. Now, you could steam your peppers before you stuff them to get them softened a little bit, and that would decrease your cooking time. And if you like them, if you like your peppers to be really soft too. I tend to not like mine to be that soft. I don't want them crunchy, but not too soft. So I didn't steam mine, but I'm going to put them in the oven with the foil, and and let them cook. We'll see how long it takes, but I'm thinking about 45 minutes to an hour. I cooked them for exactly 45 minutes. And see how they just kind of make their own juice? I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but this liquid in the pan. So 45 minutes is a perfect consistency for the peppers, in my opinion. We're gonna do a taste test. I'm gonna grab this one since it wants to fall over. Look at that, y'all. And the pepper is not mushy. It's just the right texture for me. Not too soft. Just perfect. But if you like them softer, you can always parboil or steam them before you stuff them and bake them. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. They still pretty hot. These are so good, y'all. They're seasoned to perfection. And can you see the little bits of rice? Who would know that it's cauliflower rice? You wouldn't be able to tell. And with all the seasoning that I put in here, and then I added the tomato sauce, you can't tell that this is cauliflower rice. You can't tell by the way it looks, and you can't tell by the taste. So give it a try. I always thought that this was such a neat way to eat peppers, and to be able to make it into a low carb dish is superb. So give it a try, and don't be afraid to try cauliflower rice. All you're doing is adding vegetables. That's all this is. It's ground turkey, which in itself is low in fat, and you're adding vegetables. It's a wonderful dish. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing and following and subscribing. Thank you for your comments. And until next time, share a smile with someone. It will lighten up their spirit and yours too. Bye now.